Deep into the eyes, read them like a book. Trapped inside a prison, gotta free them like a crook. Make off with the loot, made off for the joke. Treated like these cowards never needed what we took, and we repeat it like a hook. Caught in the deep, come back like Wheezy. Card 3, sensation. Wait, then pause the beat. Eyes don't lie, truth still hard to see. They're begging me to show them, they're saying that I owe them, but I'll never give it up. Not for you, not for no one. Foreign ride, touring, soaring, open road, exploring.
Yeah, welcome to the show. This is Smoke the Competition, and I'm your host, Eric Sojash. Thank you for checking us out. It's greatly appreciated. Please continue to like, follow, subscribe to the channel. Keep sharing. Please keep sharing your comments. I'm trying to build an army here. I'm loving the interaction. Let's keep that going all season long. Today, we're jumping into week 2 of the NFL. Man, did everything kick off awesome in week 1. We had some highs, we had some lows. I'm going to dive into some of that. Let you guys know how my team is doing. I told you this year we're doing something new in the channel. It's called Follow My Fantasy Season. I'm letting you know exactly how my teams are doing, the players I'm starting, who I'm sitting, if it's working out for me. If it isn't, like I've been telling everybody, I got a championship last year that I'm defending. Let you guys know how it's doing in that league. But without further ado, we're jumping into week 2. We got the Buffalo Bills traveling to the Miami Dolphins, an AFC East showdown. Buffalo has owned Miami for the last, 6 years or so since Josh Allen's been in the league. That head-to-head matchup between him and Tua has been definitely one-sided. I'm going to let you guys know what fantasy players I'm going with, who's my must-starts, my sits, my booms of the week. You know, we call him a hero play around here. Without further ado, this is the show. It's Smoke the Competition. I'm Eric Sojash. Yeah. All right, before we get too deep into our week here, let's break down some of the rules on our channel. I'll break down how some of the lingo goes. Our start of sit-em tool here for the week. I got your must-starts in green. Those are your obvious must-starts for the week. If I list a player as a must-start, that means I project them as a top 12 player in their position. Moving along to your good starts, we got that in the the goldish yellow there. Now your good starts are players that I see as good starts with a safe floor. Typical players as your wide receiver 2s, your running back 2s. Depending on how deep your league is, it could also be a high-end wide receiver 3. Now a hero start, that's more of a boom or bust type of player, someone that can win you a week. They could also cost you a week. A couple players come to mind. You'll see I have in this week's hero start. And then a risky start, it's exactly what it sounds like. A risky start is a player that I don't see a high floor for, don't see a high ceiling, and he might just completely give you a dud. Jumping right into my start sits for the week. I got a good start here in quarterback Tua Tagovailoa of the Miami Dolphins. Tua's at home. He's typically solid at home. It's supposed to be above 80 degrees. We all hear the rumors that Tua cooks when the weather's nice. When it's not so nice, he has a little bit of problems. You know, he's kind of an island boy like myself. We like the heat. So it's all good, Tua. I'm not hating. But I see Tua as a good start this week. He's got both of his weapons, Tyreek and Waddle, healthy. Let's hope Jalen Waddle can remain healthy throughout this game. Got banged up again last week, week 1. That's not what we want to see. But as long as he's got his weapons, passing game, he's got his coordinator there, he should be just ready to roll. Tua, I see as a good start this week. Next up at running back, I got Devon Achane as an absolute must start this week. They said he was practicing earlier. They said he should be good to go. It was a bit of an ankle injury. He looks like he bounced back from that right away. His running mate, Rasheem Mostert, is out this week, completely ruled out with a chest injury. That's huge. It looks like it's going to be a whole lot of Achane, and they're going to sprinkle in Jeff Wilson and then the rookie Jalen Wright. I'm a big Jalen Wright fan, kid coming out of Tennessee. He's blazing speed, big play waiting to happen. I got him stashed in a couple leagues, but don't start Jalen yet. Just keep him stashed. Let's see how it goes, unless you got big kahunas. But in terms of my boy Achane, let him roll. He's ready. He's going to get the full workload here, I think, on Thursday Night Football. He's an absolute must start. Follow that up, we got wide receiver 1 on the team. His name is Tyreek Hill. He's must-see TV. Even when the man has handcuffs on, he's still catching touchdowns. This is Tyreek. This is easy. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. We know he's a must-start. He's an easy play, big play waiting to happen. You can only hope to contain this man. You cannot stop him. Tyreek Hill, absolute must-start. And last but not least, I might be taking a swing here. Some people are a little bit down on Jalen Waddle. He does have that injury bug where he starts every game, but he doesn't necessarily finish every game. I'm taking the swing. He's an absolute must start for me. I got him in the league. I'm starting him. We need the win here. We had a tough go last week. Caught an L in that league. We're going against two of the top teams right off the bat. Back to back. Boom, boom. They're trying to knock me out, but I'm going to keep on swinging. Let's go, Jalen Waddle. He's an absolute must start. He's a big play waiting to happen. Let's see if he can catch one of those road runners, take it to the house, and give us that waddle. Hopping over to the Buffalo Bills, we're looking at quarterback Josh Allen. This guy is a freak. This is a phenom here, ladies and gentlemen. Josh Allen's an absolute must start. He's rushing for touchdowns. He's throwing for touchdowns. He is the Buffalo Bills offense. Sorry, I'm stumbling over my words, getting a little too excited here. He's the full package. You play him every week. He's probably QB1 by the time this whole season is done. The way they're going to be using him, the way he's going to be rushing, throwing the ball. It's Josh Allen all day. Just play him and enjoy the points that you're going to get. Also in that Bills backfield, we got running back James Cook. This week I do have James as a must start. I think Josh is going to try to save his left hand this time, not dive over a pile of players and break the plane there just to get those 7 points. He might wait till third or fourth down and hand that one off to James, and hopefully James will get it in. I think this is a week James does score. He might even get 2 tutties this week. He's an absolute must start for me. Get him in your lineups, James Cook. Here's where things get a little murky. I was teetering between calling Keon Coleman a good start or calling Keon a hero start. I do think he showed enough flash in week 1 that I can't reach and say he's a hero here. He is consistently in the offense. He is the X receiver of Josh Allen. He is getting a lot of playing time. We just got to see a couple more targets this week. Hopefully they have to throw the ball against Miami a bit more than they did last week, which will turn have some more targets go to Keon. I think they're going to look to get him his first touchdown. Hopefully we can do that here. Let's go, Keon. I'm a big rookie fan here. I was big on Keon in the prospects, in the pre-draft prospect. Had him as the 4th best receiver coming out of football. Nobody else I saw on the internet had him anywhere near that high. So I am probably the highest Keon Coleman pre-draft analysis out there. I got him as a good start this week. I am starting him in one of my leagues. That same league that I'm going to need that dub. I got Waddle, and I got Keon. So let's go, Keon. Good start. Rolling with you in week 2. Next up, we're going to look at tight end Dalton Kincaid. Man, I thought this guy was going to explode out the gates this season. I like how he finished last year. I like how Joe Brady had him incorporated in the offense once they completely removed Stephon Diggs' targets. And now you have Gabe Davis off the team. I'm wondering, how the heck did this guy go week 1 with such a low target share? 2 targets, 1 catch, 11 yards? You got to be kidding me. That's not the offense we were thinking about, Josh. Not me, not Dalton, not his mama, none of us. We got to get Dalton involved here now. This is a pass-catching tight end. That's what he does. He catches passes, man. Let's go. Get him the ball. I think he's a good start this week. We're going to turn this thing around and get it going in the right direction. Dalton Kincaid, week 2, primetime football, in front of the world. Let's go. He's a good start. Speaking of stardom sit-ems and who I'm starting this week, this is my fantasy season. I told you guys we're doing something new and fresh this year. It's called Follow My Fantasy. Here's a couple of my players that I got to start this week. Looking forward to see how they produce. Like I mentioned, in one league I caught an L. I got Jalen Waddle. I need a big game out of him. I also got Dalton Kincaid in this league, among others. Probably got Dalton in about 4 leagues right now. So we need a big game out of Mr. Kincaid. None of this invisible act stuff. None of that nonsense. None of this 2 targets, 1 reception. That's not what we're here for, Dalton. That's not what you and Josh got. We need to see a little bromance that you guys started last year. We want to see that continue. This is supposed to be the new Kincaid. You're supposed to be the next, what are they calling you? The next Travis Kelce. Let's get that rolling tonight, Thursday Night Football. And then, last but not least, I got Keon Coleman, the Rook. I was huge on him coming out of college. Still big on Keon. He got paired with one of the best quarterbacks in all of football. Couldn't ask for more. He's got a clear path at being the number 1 receiver here. So let's go, Keon. I'm going to play you in this league in my flex spot, and hopefully you can get some points and get me in the right direction, and let's get it done. Now, one player I do have on my rosters that I didn't mention here is Khalil Shakir. I do see him as a good start with a good floor, especially in full PPR leagues. With that said, that caveat said, I am benching him this week. I do want to just see what else I have from the rest of my lineups. I got some big players there. I did have, I believe it's Jaden Reed that I'm starting, even with Malik Willis. After how big his explosion was in week 1, I want to see what Jaden can follow that up with. So with that said, I got to leave my guy Shakir on the bench. But overall, I am going with a lot of Buffalo guys here, a couple Miami. I do have Mostert. Unfortunately, he's out, so I got him on my bench. And I got a couple shares of Jalen Wright. I'm going to say pause on that. Stash him like I did. If he does hit, you got yourself a phenomenal running back. Kid was great at Tennessee, but it's a little too quick to throw him in that lineup. This is still A-Chain's backfield, and I think they're going to see a lot of Jeff Wilson. So hold on, stash Jalen Wright, but in the future, he might be that key that we're both looking for. All right, I got to make my pick on the week. Buffalo comes in as 2.5-point underdogs. Miami is the favorite at home here. I am a little bit puzzled by that, just given the history between these two teams. And because of that, I'm riding with the Buffalo Bills, baby. I'm riding with the underdogs on this one. Even though it's in Miami and they do play really good in this type of weather, I'm going with the Bills. I think they're a better team. They have a problem with Josh Allen. I think that continues this week. He doesn't turn the ball over when he's playing this type of offense, running, scrambling around, putting his head down, bulling through defenders. So I'm going with Josh here. I'm going with the Buffalo Bills to find a way to get a win. I think it will be a close game, but Buffalo plus 2.5 on the road. Well, that's it for today's episode. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for following up with us in Season 2. So excited to get things rolling. Once again, follow our fantasy season. I'm going to give you guys an up-close and personal look. Give me your ideas. So let's stay interactive. Let me know what you think. I'll definitely be interactive, responding to all your comments. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Give us a like, and you can give us a follow at Sojash Sports. Thank you, peace, love, and let's continue to smoke the competition.
Deep into the eyes, read them like a book. Trapped inside a prison, gotta free them like a crook. Make off with the loot, made off for the joke. Treated like these cowards never needed what we took, and we repeat it like a hook. Caught in the deep, come back like Wheezy. The card 3, sensation. Wait, then pause the beat. Eyes don't lie, truth still hard to see. They're begging me to show them. They're saying